Welcome back, Team Longshot, and today I'm taking a risk for you guys because we're looking around the mysterious village of Somerleyton. According to a man on the internet, Somerleyton is one of the most beautiful villages in England, but it has a secret. Many of the houses on the green were built around the 1850s, but since they were built, no one has ever been seen living in them. Apparently, Somerleyton Village and Somerleyton Hall are haunted by ghosts. However, no one has ever managed to take a clear picture of any ghost here before. Cars are found all over the village, modern cars, but you never see them move. How they get here is a mystery. The village is said to be a Victorian time capsule, a vision of an English village that hasn't changed for 150 years. Sir Samuel Morton Peto bought Somerleyton from the Allens in 1844. He brought in the architect, Sir John Thomas. He immediately began individually designing each house you see today. The beautiful thatched school stands as a symbol of youth that once was here. The houses still stand in their original form from the mid-1800s, and artefacts can be found all around the village. An old red telephone box stands as a relic from the past, and it's here we'll find our first refuge. I've come into this phone box to try and explain to you how much peril we're under today. No one under the age of 50 has ever managed to circumnavigate Somerleyton. I don't know what will happen if we get caught. One of the most amazing things about Somerleyton is something you probably didn't even realise. The coolest invention ever came from here. The Hovercraft was invented here by Sir Christopher Cockerell whilst he owned and worked at Rivercraft, the boatyard in Somerleyton. He wanted to make a boat that would go faster and be more energy efficient, so he developed a boat that could float on air. Some call it the ghost boat, and it's little wonder that such a boat was invented in Somerleyton. I'm going to explain to you in a moment how Somerleyton built London, but before that, we're going to go and visit the Seven Widows. As you can see, the Seven Widows' houses haven't changed since the mid-1800s, and rumour has it that a widow still occupies each house along the row, shuffling aimlessly into eternity. Symbolising the banishment of youth, the Bowls Club still stands in the centre of the village. A body of water stands at the top of a hill, seemingly defying gravity. Ghost-like mist rolls across the water on cold November nights. A secluded area at the back of the pool should provide some cover. I've stopped behind here to dig out some of our survival equipment because, frankly, I'm not a good swimmer. Come down to the Sea of Somerleyton to check out what's going on down here. And again, there's nobody here. But according to the fable, this is all looked after by volunteers, but I've not seen any. Peering into the water shows no reflection of any human being. Well, it's so strange looking into that water and seeing no reflection of yourself at all. But now it's time to walk down this abandoned road and find out how Somerleyton built London. Down a secluded pathway lie the ruins of the old brickworks that were used to make Liverpool Street Station in London, and even the Belgian Royal Palace. Beginning production in the year 1790, this became one of the most important brickworks in the whole of England. Ghosts of the former workers preside over the first Belgian kiln ever produced in England. An arched doorway represents entry into an important part of the kiln. Even today, the sounds of the workers can be heard echoing through the brickwork. A rich vein of archaeology and history lies just centimetres from the topsoil, but the distant murmurs of the old workers makes this a chilling place.
Found this secluded spot for us to stop just for a while because I'm getting pretty cold, to be honest. But luckily I bought this pop-up tent from a nice man at the car boot. It only cost me £5 for this and a coat. Now stand back because these things tend to blow up. I'm going to be honest and say I think it's time to move on.
Down beside an old barn lie relics of an industrial past. The old pub, once the haunt of farmers and brickworkers, lies abandoned at the bottom of the village. Someone was there behind the tree. I can't believe it. Get out of here. The water's blocked my path. We're going to have to risk going through the open field to the station. No child has been in this play park for 50 years, but at night a lawnmower still travels slowly around the field without a human companion. Nobody young enough to play tennis or table tennis has lived in the village for many, many years. I'm going to head down to the station now and try and catch a train out of here. Given this station was built in 1846, I don't think there's going to be a train come anytime soon. The station used to contain a private waiting room for people visiting Somerleyton Hall, but now it's permanently occupied by a force. A presence, if you will, that you can feel when you're hanging around the station. As with the pond, volunteers are rumoured to look after the station, but no one's ever seen them.
We're heading out of the village now because, I don't know, there's something going on. I haven't seen anyone, but it's just something, it's just like a presence here. Wherever I go, I don't know what it is. But we're heading down to see something that is important in the history of the war.
Somewhere down this path, there's a grave. Thick woodland and impenetrable hedgerow trap us on the path.
I'm finding quite a few areas where we're not allowed to go. I don't know if this is where everyone is, maybe. They do things in these areas. Don't know.
The path is becoming so thick it's almost impassable. It's like someone doesn't want us to see what's down here. There's something down... Oh God, what is that? It looks like the belongings of a young person that's been banished from the village. And all that remains is these artefacts. K-pop badges. And a phone that's stuck on TikTok. think that confirms that we're in real danger here. Let's get to the grave and then go to the church. It's getting cold out here, but I wanted to show you this grave because it's important for American military history. On November the 14th, 1944, 2 American soldiers flying a Mosquito witnessed the launch of a V-1 flying bomb, but they were shot down by friendly fire. And here they remain in eternity. We've only got to go to the church and then back to the green to complete our mission. But the temperature's dropping and I can feel something around me. Someone just walked straight past and they didn't even see me. They looked right at me and they didn't see me. I don't know where they've gone, but they were carrying a pension book. Just through this last bit of undergrowth and then we're at the church. Nobody. A car escaping the village. Maybe this is our way out of here. Stop! Something's calling me to this church and I don't like it. But I guess we have to go with fate. Within the church there's a memorial for the soldiers that fell during World War I from Ashby and Somerleyton. A Jacobean font presides over the church. The church was built in the 15th century and renovated in 1854. Just spotted a person at the back. Again, they looked at me but they didn't see me. I don't think I'm going to make it back to the green. I strangely feel at home here. Poor Clark, what did he do to deserve such a small grave? I need to find a place to lie down. Getting so cold now. What's going on? A presence here. Wherever I go, they didn't even see me. They looked right at me. I'm getting pretty cold, to be honest. They looked at me, but they didn't see me.